it's Alana, your CFS Fairy. Hope everyone had a great break and all the kids are back to school and husband's back to work and you're getting back into your routine and your pacing. For us, things have been rough. I'm not well. My husband's not well. My dog's not well. My kids haven't been well. So it's been quite a difficult haul. The first day back at school, that was very stressful for my children. A lot of anxiety, and I'm sure first day back at school for you teachers out there was not fun either. I got a chance to watch half of Unrest. I've been really kind of freaked out about watching that, just because watching somebody struggle the way that I do, it does not make me feel comforted. It makes me feel, and then seeing people in worst case, excuse me. So I watched 40 minutes of it, and later on I'll tell you what my reaction was to it. Over the break we had a great time. We saw The Greatest Showman. Best movie! I love musicals, and it made me so happy. I saw it twice because one of my kids was sick during the time, so I got to see it twice. And we went to see Jumanji. I was sick, so we had to delay it one day, but I still got to see it. I still say the original's better. I love Robin Williams. And I took my daughter and her friends to see Pitch Perfect 3, and I was sick on that day, and I didn't want her to know, so I took her anyways, and did not feel well. So I didn't probably enjoy it as much as I could have, but I definitely thought it was better than the second one. So anyways, hopefully you guys had a great holiday, and I'd love to know what you guys did on the holidays and what your favorite presents were. I bought myself a Google Home, and so I've been having a lot of fun playing with that. Definitely an awesome tool for a CFS person who doesn't want to get up or can't get up to make their shopping list or find their phone to play playlists. So anyways, I really have been enjoying that, and my birthday comes up next month, and so I asked for a Chromecast and a Google Home Mini for upstairs and my TV. So anyways, I'm looking forward to that. So everybody's unwell. I don't know what's wrong with my dog. I think she just has a bit of a cold because she's kind of lethargic. And anyways, subject. Today I wanted to talk about post-exertional fatigue because that's how I got diagnosed. Post-exertional fatigue is PEM, you might see it written in reports, is the illness that you feel anywhere from 15 minutes to 48 hours after you've exercised, you've overexerted yourself, or you've had excessive stress. And again, there's that fatigue word where people are going to assume you're just tired. No, it's whatever part of the chronic illness that you get. So for me, it's the sweats, it's flu-like symptoms, it's dizziness, it's muscle weakness, it's migraines, it's TMJ. I can go on. The list is huge. If I overexert myself. Now, most of the time, because I'm doing a lot of research on myself. So what causes me to have a crash? What makes my symptoms worse? What makes them better? I usually know when I'm pushing myself too far. Saturday, my kids are at my mom's house. I decide that I'm going to clean my son's room because the week before my husband and my son were supposed to do it and they didn't do it. It was a complete mess. It took me 3 hours. I'm sweating. I have a headache. I'm achy all over. I feel like throwing up. But I spent 3 hours in there cleaning it right to the end until 2 o'clock, and then I crashed. The next day I got up, made breakfast for my stepdad for his birthday, and at 2 o'clock I basically said, I gotta go to bed. And since then I've been really struggling to get to my appointments, get my kids to where they need to be, get up. There's been mornings where, because my husband's sick and at home, I just don't even get up at all. every day has been either basic wash the body shower. I haven't washed my hair. Or just put on deodorant because that's the most I can manage. And I've spent hours sitting in my artist chair, where I paint and do all my crafts because I honestly just can't get up. So I've done some pretty creative things. These two items that I'll just flashed up, those are the ones I've been working on, really proud of. Anyways, so post-exertional fatigue is the fatigue, the illness you feel after exerting yourself. And for you, that could be a 10-minute walk, or it could be working, your regular full-time job, and then going to a movie and taking your kids to their activities and, cleaning the house. So you really need to watch what affects your illness and tone it back. And often that's, like I said, that's how I got diagnosed is my doctor finally said, that sounds like chronic fatigue, because usually exercise should give you energy. And for somebody who has chronic fatigue, it steals that energy. So if you think about it, if a normal person is born or wakes up with, 15 energy beans or spoons or whatever energy envelope you work on, a person with chronic fatigue only wakes up with 5 and has to take those 5 and split them amongst the whole day. And even if I nap and maybe get one of those beans back, I still only have 6, and my husband has 15, and then he exercises, he gets another 3, and then he rests and he gets another 2, and he can just keep going, and then he goes to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he's refreshed after 4 hours of sleep. Well, I have 6 beans, I have to do twice as much household stuff as him, and if I exercise, it just takes away from what I need. So, post-exertional fatigue, a way to be diagnosed with chronic fatigue. It also is something that you want to monitor. And what I said earlier about Unrest, I watched 40 minutes of it, and honestly, there was a bit where I felt like I was going to cry, because there's a part where she says, I can't be the wife that you need. I can't be a mother. I can't give you what you need. And I am nothing. And I have felt that so many times. And, there's another part where a woman is in bed and how she says that she basically parented her 3 daughters from her bed, and her husband ended up leaving her. And again, that is my life. My husband's still with me, but I parent from my bed a lot of the time, and I think I'm a great mom. My kids crawl into bed, we have hours of conversation about their day and how they're feeling, and work on projects and all that stuff. And I guess there's a lot of parents who can't spend time with their kids the way I do, but I still feel like a failure, especially with my youngest. He has learning difficulties, and the school is basically saying, get him, psychological help. But he needs help at school because he feels like a failure, and I feel like a failure because I can't help him. So I'll watch the rest of it, and I'll let you know next week how I felt about it. I'm not calling it a review because she did a fantastic job, and the fact that she did it in the condition that most of us feel is amazing. But I found it painful to watch, and I just wanted all of my friends and family to watch it, so they know what it's like to be in my life, and that I'm not the only person. I'm not making this up. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to get attention. She said there's more people that have chronic fatigue than have multiple sclerosis, which is a diagnosed illness, and people actually take that quite seriously. But you say you have chronic fatigue, and suddenly, you know, you have the yuppie illness. That's what she said they called it, and it's so discouraging. So I love you, Jen Brea, for doing it. I think you're amazing. You probably will never watch this video, but yeah, I found it very painful because that's my life. I understand how she feels, and I'm not as severe as her, but I fear that will be me. So anyways, right now I'm working on, you know, filling that creative part of me because I need to build a part of myself up. So this is part of it, and I hope you guys have a great week. If today's not a good day, tomorrow will be better. I hope my tomorrow's better. And surround yourself with love and support. Have a great week. Bye.